Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh chaired an official welcome ceremony in Hanoi on April 28 morning for Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru and his spouse who are on a 3-day official visit to Vietnam. This is the Japanese Prime Minister's first visit to Vietnam since he took office, and also his first since the two nations upgraded their relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership for peace and prosperity in Asia and the world in November 2023. Following the welcoming ceremony, the two prime ministers held a successful meeting, agreeing on various measures to elevate Vietnam-Japan relations to a new level. Welcoming Prime Minister Ishiba's visit to Vietnam, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh affirmed that Vietnam regards Japan as one of its most reliable and important partners. For his part, Prime Minister Ishiba highly valued Vietnam's position and role in the region and the world, affirming that Japan will continue to accompany Vietnam in the new era. The two prime ministers exchanged views and reached broad consensus on major directions and measures to take the bilateral relationship to new heights, focusing on 5 key areas: political relations, economy and human resource connectivity, security and defense, science and technology and green transition, and cooperation at multilateral forums. Appreciating the progress made in several key projects, both sides agreed to accelerate and set specific timelines for a number of symbolic projects, such as the Vietnam-Japan University, Cho Ray Hospital II, and projects under the Vietnam Space Center. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh proposed that Japan continue to support Vietnam in training high-quality human resources, and strengthen cooperation among research institutes, training institutions, scientific communities, and businesses of both countries. Prime Minister Ishiba affirmed that Japan would support joint research projects and PhD training programs in the semiconductor sector in Vietnam. The two prime ministers also agreed to step up cooperation in disaster response, climate change adaptation, human resource connectivity through labor cooperation, local-to-local collaboration, cultural exchange, and people-to-people exchange. On regional and international issues, the two prime ministers agreed to continue close coordination at international and regional forums. Both sides reaffirmed the importance of maintaining peace and stability, and resolving disputes in the South China Sea by peaceful means, based on international law, especially the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS. The two prime ministers witnessed the signing of cooperation documents between ministries and agencies of the two countries in areas, such as semiconductor research and development, and Japanese language education in Vietnamese schools. Speaking to the media at the joint press conference, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh stated that Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru and his spouse's visit to Vietnam marks an important milestone in bilateral relations, creating momentum and new inspiration to further deepen and enhance the effectiveness of Vietnam-Japan cooperation. Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru affirmed that Japan prioritizes and attaches great importance to cooperation with Vietnam, for the development of both nations and for peace, cooperation, and development in the region, and pledged that Japan will continue to accompany Vietnam in its new development era.